Alright, hello everybody. What's up? Welcome back to Street Fighter V. Now, we are gonna play as, SAGAT and SETH. And the confusing unknown gender character. It's like the guy's name, but I always had, a lot of people were always, it's going viral everywhere about a lot of people asking about, what's Seth's actual gender. It's weird. I think Seth's gender is supposed to be a man, but Seth has a man's voice, has a guy's name, but looks very feminine in this version at least. Because there's a guy version of him where he looks more like manly. I don't understand it though. It confuses me. Usually, it's in the internet actually said that Seth's gender was unknown. I don't know. But yeah, let's here we'll be Seth first. Oof. Oh god, that's scary.
Seth, come and show me everything that you have to offer.
Yeah, he's got a man's voice. I guess Seth is a man. Brazil. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I played Resident Evil Biohazard. That's why we didn't film that. We were gonna film it before we played Village. That's why it wasn't on there. And the reason why Village is not on there anymore is because that playthrough is very lingered on with a lot of like walking around too much. Plus, it's one of those games where that one was at least one of those games where you gotta like play it first time so that you know everywhere you're going. Because the outside is like a maze of every place you have to go, and it's really like. It's very annoying like that. So I just decided, well, I'll just, if I, I think I should just sleep. I'll get rid of the original playthrough. I'll probably play it, in the future eventually again myself. Okay.
This version of Seth is
He's tall.
perfection. Round 2. Fight.
I think the ball in his chest is called it was known to be a tandem engine. I don't know what it's for. It's probably just a run. I guess it's like a life support or something. Oh god, like that. Oh. Oh.
You win.
Whoa. And the power absorber. Oh god, it's freaky. It's really confusing. It confuses your brain. It's like boy or girl, girl or boy. It's like your brain starts going two different ways. Bum ba bum 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 bum. UAE and so forth. Huh.
Round 1. Fight. Mad Cradle. How stupid. This version of Seth is true perfection.
Oh, it's another version of Seth. Okay, that's right. Well, yeah, of course, that's obvious because, like I said, there's like a man version of Seth where he looks much more manly, and he's bald. And that must be the one version, and this is like the girl-looking version of him. I don't know why. Once again, I don't know why Seth has a feminine look as the second version, but whatever. What else can I say about that?
You
Is
win.
he supposed to be an android? It must assimilate even more techniques. That's what I was kind of like realizing before. Like the story mode was like, it was that thing. You know how like in the thing, it's like people, they were like, mistrust was starting to set in because they didn't know if someone was infected or not. So they always kept an eye on each other. Like, you know, they weren't too sure about the others, and they always had mistrust. It's kind of how story mode was. It was just like constant, like out of nowhere mistrust. You know, it took a while for trust to build in when the trust should have been like built in like already. I mean, I only I'm like trying to come up with like new like things of like what I think could have been like a better thing. Like, I feel like they should have like known each other already and like have a and they already have been working with it. It's like the way, like there were plenty of scenes in the story mode where there was that annoying stuff kind of where it was just like constant like disagreement, out of nowhere accusing thing, mistrusting people thing of that kind of shit. It was like, it was the same thing. It was like it's like good guy, it's like it's always like, it was usually the good people. It's like Laura like was looking at Ken or accusing him of like doing something wrong out of nowhere. And then it's like you're looking at him like he's like infected or something. It's like, yo, it's like, what is this bullshit? I mean, seriously, you're on the same team, so why are you disagreeing? Why are you bickering about everything? That's one thing I hate about things. I don't like bickering. I don't like bickering with the same in a game with people that are on the same exact team, just bickering out of nowhere. Like the same thing with like, I mean, I guess that was just a thing for the story, like this like out of nowhere sometimes bickering between Ibuki and Mordecai. But that was kind of like, you know, they're like, all right, come on, make it more serious. Like even when the others were like, the bad people were infiltrating the tower that one time, or at the place. And then they defeated them, like her and like Ibuki are still bickering while the others are still taking care of the situation. I'm like, come on, man, you gotta like work. It's like now's the time to like stop like talking nonsense and, you know, getting into that mode of like just constant nonsense and bickering. And it was just like not only that, but then it was like a few others. It was like Jury, you know, and Rashid, they looked at each other like, you know, mistrust set in, and then out of nowhere accusing and going after that person, like that one of them was infected. Like she looked at maybe Rashid like he was infected or something. I mean, I just like to come up with examples. I mean, it wasn't like that, but I'm just come up with a good example of how I see it. It's like they always look at each other like they're infected if something's wrong with you, or something's not right with you. Like you shouldn't be here. And then it was Kareem accusing Rashid of like out of nowhere that like he's infected or something. Laura doing it to Ken. Chun-Li doing it to Rashid. Well, Rashid doing it to her actually. And then, come on. And then, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. You know, we gotta make, especially for a game like this, like the characters have, they, I mean, the games that are, especially a game like this, it's better off if you have it where they all work as part of a team. As I say, like, when you're getting shit done, they always say, you know, you get shit done faster when you want to work as a team. And then no arguing goes back and forth, and if everyone can work together, you just get by quicker. And all that hard work is done. Because trust setting in, like, taking a long time until the very end of the game, it's kind of a weird thing that makes you question why they even make it.
Another fight is coming your way.
I know I explained it. I know I explained it a million times in these videos, but I'm just trying to come up with new reasons why what it's like. And yeah, I know I'm kind of repeating myself over and over, but you know, you just want to make a suggestion for like, something better if it was to be like done again. I think the whole theory is that
I'll fight this battle. Why? Because it is my.
I think the whole theory is that the fact that just because this is a kids game and like they have to add like some humor in it that where that's why I said it's like make a freaking like adult version where you know people are actually getting serious and it's like you know I mean yeah like arguing happens a little bit you know with something and they don't agree and then they agree eventually whatever but it's like the thing like they kind of that was good because they didn't constantly accuse you know one another. I mean, there was a bit of accusing at times, but it didn't happen nowhere close as in this game. Like, this game had plenty of that crap, and I was like thinking, okay, what are you making the game? No fun.
Round 2.
And the interactions with when others interacting with others, like when they interact, it's awkward. It's always like very wrong. It's vague. Kind of awkward and yeah. It's always something. It's always wrong. There's always something wrong with it. Just yeah, it's kind of disappointing. And then they added the character creator as soon as they released the 6th one. At that point, I was like, okay. I don't think I'm gonna be playing the 6th one on camera at least. I think I'll just play it off screen by myself.
You win.
But I sure as shit ain't gonna do this. I'll do the whole character arcade ladder thing, every single character, because then we'd be waiting probably another 600 years or so, or another almost 10 years for all characters to come in. Dan, are you gonna do that face? Yeah. The freaky face. I think he's a good guy.
Round 1.
This is always his stage. Come on. Nice. What I was saying is before is I think because they thought because this game is a kids game, we'll just have it where we add a little bit more humor than people usually normal people would usually expect, like adults, and we'll have it where there's not as much like punching, like violent punching and like how real fights would be. But that's kind of like what Mortal Kombat has. That they had realistic hits and kicks and stuff. This game hardly had any cinematic, fight scenes in it, or it was like punching. It's like Bond style, like in James Bond fight scenes were always cool. And that's how they should have had this. Like, just people would love that. I mean, the fight scenes, like and to be honest, there were like very little fight scenes in it. I think if it ever was, it was just like, and I'm not talking about like this thing, like with the meters and all that, but you can control it, but I'm talking about just like, yeah, cinematic in general. Like the fight scenes were always like, not even like 10 seconds long. It was like literally like I think the longest one was like 3 seconds. It was like, I think it was when Karine went against the evil chick. What was her name? Mars. Yeah, she was like, the fight scene was like, it's like kick and then she takes her down and then it was just like 1, 2 and then over. It was like 2.5 seconds. I'm like, come on. And then she's like talking to the others and getting distracted by that. It's like, while you trying to take the other guy, trying to take her down. It's like, come on. It's like, make the game a little bit more like, yeah, like get you like to get you like real pumped up. Just didn't have that, to be honest. So that's why I said, you know, you should have 2 different versions if that's the case. Because it's not, kids are not just gonna play this game. It's gonna be, you know, adults as well. So you gotta make it even. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep spinning. Come on, you're like right there, Seth. What the hell's the matter with you? He's like right near the guy. He's like, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like right near him. You're right on top of him. You're right next to his face. You have a height advantage. You got your fist in line. You have a height advantage. And you're like a few inches away. It ain't like you got a force field. It's like you fighters, you're smarter than that, and you got powers that no other human would. Not only are you tough, but you got freaking superhuman powers. So get your shit together. So you feel like saying.
Round 1. Fight.
You're better than that. You get your shit together and you do it. Ooh. I think he is an android. I think I read something saying like he was an android. Oh, I almost got a false victory.
It can't be over! This version of Seth is true perfection!
Round 2. Fight.
So what do you all think of a, for those of you who haven't seen the video I posted about the last 2 idea of a better ending, or aka kind of an alternate ending thing, I suggest you skip what I'm gonna say, because I'm gonna say it to the viewers who have saw it. But yeah, it's like, you know, the way I did it was kind of like the Thing type of thing. It was like a Thing type of way I put it. You know, like Mac and Child survive in the end, and then their fates are unknown in the end as they watch, you know, as they're just sitting down watching the station burn all around them. Like, even if it means leaving characters' fates, you know, ambiguous, just should do that. I wouldn't worry about always having where they're dead. Or vibe, I should say. It's kind of like a vibe. It gives you like the Thing vibes or something, and that's where it falls into that category. But yeah, you know, yeah, you feel free, and maybe it'll inspire them to maybe think, oh, maybe that sounds like a good idea. Maybe we can try that.
Round 1.
And I'm not saying that. And for the Red Barrels company, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying that you have to and that you really should. But it would be cool though. I think it would be good. I think many people would like it though. But you know, that's up for you to decide. That's up to you.
Perfect KO.
Cool. Boom. Oh, right in the bus. He takes off.
Version of Seth is true perfection.
Round 2. Fight. You win. Secret area.
Secret area. It's only the secret area. I know what the secret area is. It's the place, it's the aircraft where M. Bison lives and his men. If you know what I mean.
Round 1. Fight.
Oh, would you say Acha? Sorry, well, he is Chinese. Him and Chun-Li are Chinese. Yeah. Wow, couldn't even like reach that far. You had to like take like a few seconds just to.
This version of Seth is true perfection.
True perfection.
Round 2.
True damn true perfection. Okay. Okay, good. That's Get your ass over him. Don't get your hands in there. Come on! Get your hands in there! Get your hands on. Yeah, that's it.
Cradle.
Yep.
You win.
Do that like power like that. It'd be cool if like he like absorbs like one of the powers, because I think he's got a power. I think he has that power to like absorb someone's life force out and just completely, and then they die. Yeah. I watched the It's like it reminds me kind of like that kind of thing reminds me of like how the Friday the 13th was the 9th film, and that was Jason Goes to Hell. It was pretty wacky. It was different than the other ones, than the first 8. I don't watch slasher horror like that usually. I mean, I just watch that one in general. It was wacky. It's like possession after possession, and then like the person that was possessed is like Jason Voorhees, basically, pretty much. Just but from a mirror shot, I remember like you see Jason instead. I remember the one guy, he was possessed, and he possessed some other guy. I think he was another cop, and then he's like, the guy, I think the other dude who was possessed was like a deputy or something, and then like next thing you know, he's like starting to melt like wax. It's like freaking like, yeah, he's just melting all over the place. It's awesome. That'd be cool if like, yeah, he does it to one of the bad guys, like Fong, and then Fong's like, he's just like getting up out of horror, like, I'm melting. He's like struggling to like try to survive. Wow, he's like melting away. That'd be cool. I like to see that happen to Gil. But he's not good.
This version of Seth is true perfection.
Round 2. Fight.
God damn! Holy shit! That took a while. The whole time I was whistling, it was taking much longer each time. It was like, okay, every half a second, let's take a little longer and a little longer and a little longer. Oh, a little bit of health left. Alright, finally, you got it. I was like, come on, man. I ain't got all day.
Secret area.
Oh, and bison alert. Bump. Bump. Okay.
Bow down before my sight.
Oh, whistle.
Round 1.
Instead of bowing, I never bow.
Fight.
I just charge. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna be cornered so that way you can't keep backing me up and I have no space because I think it breaks. It'll keep giving me distance of getting hurt. So when I go over here, I think that breaks my distancing. That breaks the wall of me constantly getting hurt. He jumps so damn much. That's the problem with him. Woo! Man, it's moved up. I can't even like do anything with this thing. You guys ever notice that? Does he have any low kicks? 'Cause that shit helps.
You're weak, pathetic.
Yeah, shut your eyeballs out.
Round 2. Fight.
Let me think about this. Yeah, like that. That helps. You go this way. Yeah? I'm not doing that this time. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, come on. You want to touch my patience? Yeah. When you don't have a lower kick sweep, that especially for Bison, yeah, he's not. It'll be tougher to beat him.
Final
I mean,
round.
it's not expected. It's not expected that he's a tough to beat because he's the boss. He's the main villain. But he is beatable though. Come on, yeah, you want some? Crescent moon mouth. Mm. You ever hear those like insults in those action movies? People are talking to each other, and they like talk about like, "Oh man, your voice is like this." Like when I think of this thing, remember one scene from it's like a scene from Mission Impossible. I was thinking of, and my uncle watched it with me. We were both watching it. I was like thinking, man, I think it was the one with Vin Diesel and I think it was and Dwayne Johnson. And they're like talking to each other, and one of them says like, "Man, your voice is like my balls dragging against glass shards."
You
Or
win.
dragging my balls against them. And then I thought, man, that's what I think about in Bison. It's like I'm doing that. I'd rather do that instead of listening to his voice. That's how bad these evil people are. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. Whoa. Alright. Let's do this. Wait, who are we? Oh yeah, it's the guy. I'm gonna pick. Just gonna.
Dare you challenge the king?
I know Sagat's not Chinese. He's Thai. Yeah, he's from Thailand. I think SETH is an unknown. I think SETH's continent is unknown. Or a hometown.
Round 1.
I think the same thing. Hometown. Oh god, he's large. Look at him. The size of this guy. Ooh, I can't reach from high. I'm so tall. I gotta do low hits. Yeah, look at this. I'll miss. That's awesome. He's so freaking tall. He'll miss all the punches. Boom. Whoa. Yeah. Very funny. Funny. Ooh, elbow. Yeah, whoosh. Do it the elbow move. Oh! The launch and grab. Boom.
You win.
God, it's freaky. Boom. Never seen a human with just a white eye completely. Or white eyes. I know he has I know both of his eyes are white. Just that his eyes usually patched. And you can get a version of him without an eye patch on. This is how he actually looks. He only wears one. I guess he lost the sight of his eye. It's like grinding out some. There we go. Just like mashing buttons. What can I do? There we go. That's what I mean. It's like in this game, you just gotta mash buttons constantly and hope that you make a move, or you do a special move. You can't figure it out. You can't figure it out easily like in Mortal Kombat, which is, like I said, the thing that is upsetting about this game. Until next time, Capcom. Hey, you're almost too tall. You can reach my short opponents.
You win.
I do win. I do indeed win. Go train, or would you rather die a fool? I don't want to go against girls. I'm different like that. I don't want to hurt them. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum.
USA.
So Nick's getting better. He's actually doing better now. He's not feeling 100% though, but he's feeling much better. No more, his throat's not hurting anymore. So yeah, I'm getting on it. Yeah, I'm keeping
Round
an eye on it. Get to it.
Fight.
I know it took a while back. I should never say, you know, that it's gonna come soon, especially if it takes like more months to actually fit it. Because if it's not gonna go soon, I shouldn't say it. I mean, I think sometimes I just don't realize that it's gonna take longer because everyone wants. Because another person did get sick, and then this one got sick, and then he wasn't feeling well. Oh, I actually got a cold. I actually got a cold a little bit before. It was like a few months ago. And I wasn't like, even that day, like towards around in the afternoon, I was out. I was like thinking, I even said like, damn, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't feel 100%. And I was right, because when I got home that night, I was like thinking, I actually started to feel like I had like that cold, I had a cold. You know when you have a cold, you get like that chilling kind of on the body feeling, and you get all like, ugh. You just have that. Yeah, I had that a little bit, and the cold lasted for only like not even a week. I thought it would last longer than that, but you know it can resolve. It resolves actually. That one resolved pretty quick at least. Most of my cold usually lasts the average of a week.
You
Maybe
win.
even more. I did have COVID once. Actually, I might have had it twice. Pretty sure. Well, they finally give you the option to go against Chun-Li. Well, I don't want to fight it, sorry. I don't want to fight her. I'm gonna be releasing videos as soon as I can of Photoshop, like tutorials, like, well, just showing you things like posters that I made actually already, but I'm gonna remake them. I'm gonna show you what the poster looks like, and then I'm gonna remake it by comparison, and I'll show you how that's done. One of them is Five Nights at Freddy's. One of them is gonna be Outlast. One of them's gonna be Outlast 2, and yeah, it's a lot of shit. And I think you'll like it. I don't think I'll be on camera for it.
Round one.
Yeah, I could try, but the thing is, this iPad is the one that records all the stuff, because I have a self-recording screen recorder. But yeah, I'll see what I can do. I mean, if I'm not on video, that's fine. I'm on video with all the rest of this stuff. I've always wanted to get a microphone and a gaming chair. I mean, we have to get a gaming chair one day. Even Alex was saying, you know, every time he sits in the chairs where we play, he's always sinking to the couch. He's always like, you know, he's always like, oh, he just sinks into it. And he's telling me and he's like, oh, I'm just completely sinking in. He says his nuts are getting crushed on the freaking cushion. He's a funny guy. He do something else at times, for God's sake. He's something else, but he's also funny. And slam. Yeah, done. Oh yeah? Well, yeah.
You win.
We all hate the bad people.
UAE. Round one.
Alright.
Fight.
Boom.
Round two. Fight.
I know he has a pet tiger. SAGAT. Yeah. Well, it's cool how they all have pet animals. Pets. Let's say, all pets. What am I saying? All pets are animals. Hey, you know, you got a pet human. Of course he was an animal. Why wouldn't that? As if like I was surprised from that.
You win.
Yeah, let's get it over with.
Ready.
Yes, I am. I'm always ready. I'm not gonna try though. I'm just gonna. I'm just gonna spam the button. I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna spam button, no matter what. I'm just like going into spaz mode. Oof. Trying to back him up. Oh, Honda. I didn't go against him. I don't think I ever went. Ever. I don't think I ever. What I meant to say is, I don't think I've ever gone against him in arcade mode ever. I didn't finish my sentence completely. I was like, I don't think I went against him ever. I was like cut off. I cut myself off. I cut myself loose. And cut it off. I'm surprised that they didn't change Honda's name to Hondo, because Piston Honda from Punch Out in the Wii version was changed to Hondo. I mean, his name, he's still called, he's still named Piston Honda though. They just changed it because I think Honda sued. But people are probably wondering, why is he still named Piston Honda back in that time with Mike Tyson's Punch Out and Punch Out featuring Mr. Green? Well, I don't think that mattered back then. At least I don't think so. But yeah. I mean, everyone's still calls him Piston Honda because it's his name. Plus, I like it. Shows what he does. It's like Punch Out's a real good game. It's like you train your brain to like think fast, and like every single character gets harder each time. Boom, boom. Oh, boom. For a sumo wrestler, I'm surprised he's like that muscular. Usually the sumo wrestlers you see them on videos, are like freaking they're all fat. Not being offensive, I'm just saying, it's seriously like that. They want to throw the salt down, and they start trying to throw each other out of the ring. What am I gonna do with you? What am I gonna do with you, G? Okay. Alright. Alright.
Because it
Why? Why you gonna fight it? What is your duty? Alright. Alright, it's your duty. Alright, you fight this battle. You got it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let me jump over here. I want to get on the side so I'm closed in for more attacks as I'm being backed up. Kamucha! I see the guy. I think that's that guy who is part of that place that I think that Karim works at. Yeah, I think she works there. But I forgot his name.
Round 2.
Is it Sebastian?
Fight.
I think so. It's Sebastian. Something with it begins with an S. That's one thing. Forgot his name though. But he's got that same hairstyle where it sticks back. It's all the way. It's like it sticks out all the way in the back, but it's like all slicked down at him. He had glasses on this one time. Forgot his name. Boom. Oh, Shabasi. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, he's like her assistant or employee or helper or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of always going like deep dive into the stories. I like to just play the games and enjoy the game as it is. I mean, sometimes I do, but movies, I think it's better off if you can, I think it's better off going in deep diving if you want. That all depends if you want to. You know, it's not even just about it being recommended to not do so. It's about if, you know, the person wants to. That's why I say, you know, everybody has their own opinions. You all people have your own options out there.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah. Woo.
Round
Very
2.
funny.
Fight.
I might have mentioned it before, but I'll say it again, just to make sure, just in case you missed the one video about it, if I possibly said it, which I think I might have. But in my finale of Security Breach video, the replay, and in one word, it was the true ending / the real ending of the whole thing. It was when it was done. But when I was trying to do my outro, you might have heard like music playing in the background a little bit, and I said I'll see you in the next episode twice. That's because I tried to redo my outro, and I was trying to cut out all the parts where Alex was playing this video of like Van Halen's like music along with the Security Breach music that sounds like Van Halen, and it is. It's actually like an alternate version of their song, but just no singing, of course. And they compared it. They mixed that one up with the Van Halen's Jump. And I was like, that's what they did. It literally is. It's like they literally made an alternate version of their song. Yeah. I like that though, and that the best part is it goes well with it. It blends well. It's perfectly lined up, and it's just like it's a new tune.
Round 1.
I always thought like, man, who's my favorite character? The characters are cool. Monty was really scary. He's the new one. He was the first. He was said to be the first reptile animatronic, which is true. And it's cool, yeah, because not only was he reptile, but alligator is like a new one. He's just a complete new one first. Probably because of the same reason, but I don't know. That's my own thought. It was kind of, I just thought it was cool to have an alligator in particular. It's like a new thing.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Yeah? Come on. You don't even have your claw anymore. You can't shank me with your Wolverine claw. Your Wolverine armor.
You win.
I do indeed.
Secret area. Round 1.
Fight.
Fight.
Boom. Come on, you're right there! What the hell's the matter with you? You're like 1 inch away from him. My god, man. Come on. Don't embarrass me, Sagat! Don't embarrass your men.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Lower body blow. Come on. Slam you again. Oh, okay. But not good enough. You've come prepared, but not good enough. That was Shao Kahn, Mortal Kombat, the movie. That was a good movie. Really, and his death was like his death was like really cool. How he just completely like something that giant dragon soul, whatever it was, or I think it was supposed to be, just like rips out of him and it kills him like that. It was so awesome. I was wondering who the hooded guy was, the one who vanished before Shao Kahn was killed. It was like a guy who was like watching him, and then like these two, it was like a woman and like an older woman and a man just like watching him, like getting him, putting him on his knee, like, you know, wait and see who wins. And I guess they were supposed to be like part of the Elder Gods or something, or another realm. Wait, I mean, I don't know the whole thing about Mortal Kombat. It's like story. I think Nether Realm and Elder Gods are different sides. I don't know, but it was one of them. And it turns out the guy, I thought he was just some unknown person watching.
This is the path.
But it turns out that hooded guy that vanishes was Shinnok. I didn't know that. I was like, oh no shit, really? That was Shinnok? That's awesome. Because he was the boss. He's the boss from the 10th one. So you got both bosses that watched that killed at the same time. Well, killed just after. First Shinnok, and then okay, Ryu. That's right, Ryu. Ryu, I only just wanted to defeat Sagat. So bad. Alright, whatever. They didn't provide me with an option to go against Bison. Yeah, Ryu would get him. They've shown it before.
Round 2.
They've shown him beating the crap out of Sagat, breaking his ribcage with a big punch. Whoa! I'm jumping over your Hadoukens. Boom.
You win.
Alright, whatever. Okay, that's done with. Alright, I'll see you in, I'm gonna be posting another character demise chaos episode. I know a lot of people like that, and I think it's gonna be Resident Evil 7. But, yeah. Alright, guys, so I'll see you next time. Bye!
Congratulations.